What's up, y'all? It's IBO MMA here, back again. And today it's a very special video. UFC 320 Ankalaev versus Pereira 2. I'm going to say my reactions. It's a very special card. Very special card comes with very special occasion. And today, I got the drip. I got the trip, y'all. I could steal your girl. No, I can. Let me just give you a little. Mm, 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 uh, All right, let me chill. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Very good card. Main card, amazing. Prelims, amazing. Odds ideas he pulled out, but we have a replacement. Uh, Early prelims, pretty good. Let's get into it from the beginning. Veronica Hardy, Dan Hardy, Veronica Hardy, Hardys versus versus Brogan Walker. Brogan Walker. Bro, she is him, bro. She's not. Nah, I'm playing. I'm gonna go with Veronica Hardy. The thing is, it's hard not to pick her just because Dan Hardy's in the corner, and I feel like it's like cheating. It's like iRobot. Hugh Jackman iRobot. Like he's like playing for him, bro. Bro, he's playing for her. It's cheating. She's not that bad either. She followed. She actually listens to instructions, so that's like a good skill. And bro, it's like a dynamic duo. Dan Hardy gives her direction. Yeah, Dan Hardy gives her directions or whatever, and she listens to it. So yeah, she's gonna win by decision. She ain't getting no finish. Next fight, Ramiz Brahimaj versus Austin Van Zant. Why is he not married to Paige Van Zant? Are they not a thing? Why is his last name? Oh wait, my fault, my fault. I just forgot about it. It should be Paige Vanderford. All right. This one. I'm okay. Look, Austin Vanderford. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at him. He doesn't look like the dude to be a good fighter. I'm not gonna lie. Just off his player build. Like, look at him, bro. No offense, but like, he has the tats, but like, I don't know, but he just doesn't look like a fighter like that. But he did have an interesting last fight. He did knock out this dude over here. He knocked out this dude over here. But that's the thing. Ramiz, he also had a couple interesting fights. He knocked out Mickey Gall. He submitted Goff. Bro, that submission was crazy, bro. If y'all remember that submission, the ref had like the camera on his chest, bro. He literally 4K into his face while he was like unconscious after he got submitted. That was crazy. But this fight, I'm gonna go with Ramiz. I know Vanderford is a pretty good grappler because that's how we won his last fight by ground and pound. But I think Ramiz is well rounded enough to stop the takedowns, and I think he has better striking. So I think he's gonna win by decision, majority decision due to his striking. I think he's gonna defend the takedowns, and yeah. Oh, bro, this is a hard name, bro. Oh wait, I'm in the way. This is a hard name. Punohili Soriano versus Nikolai Vertenikov. I think this pick is really straightforward in my opinion. Vertenikov, his last fight wasn't too impressive. He lost to Austin Vanderford. I don't think he's that good. Like he hasn't had one performance where I'm like, yeah, like I don't know, like what is he really good at? He's like pretty well rounded. His grappling is pretty bad. But I guess he's just like a pretty well rounded fighter. But this dude, Punohili Soriano, bro, this dude has power, bro. Really underrated in my opinion. Really underrated. He has power. I think he's gonna knock out Vertenikov. Even though Vertenikov, he has a pretty good chin, if I'm being honest. He actually has a really good chin. But Soriano, I think he's gonna knock him out. His power is actually crazy. Underrated as well. I think You want first round knockout? I think so. Next fight, bro, it's crazy. This dude had like the most hype in like MMA history. Okay, maybe not MMA history, but like he was like the most like talked about non-UFC fighter before he went to the UFC. And then he came in short notice. It was short notice, if I'm being honest, and he hasn't fought in a while. So who knows? Who knows? Maybe that's not patchy, bro. That's not patchy. That's not him for real. But nah, he fought main card against Mario Batista. He got absolutely worked. I don't know. Like, bro, as soon as the first 20 seconds of the fight, I'm like, yeah, he's gonna lose. Like, he's so flat footed, he's so slow, and yeah, bro. His grappling didn't even look that impressive in that fight either. But then again, he was fighting a really good fighter. Mario Batista, I think he's probably in the top 5 right now, maybe. Actually, maybe not. What am I saying? He's fighting Umar, though. So we'll see how that fights go. But it's crazy. He was on the main card. Now he's on the prelims. Early prelims. Against a nobody. This doesn't even have a face scan. Bro, this literally could be me, bro. Why does this actually look at me? This actually kind of looks like me. Nah, but Jacob Wicklax. I looked at his record a little. You know, the record is not bad, but he does have quite a lot of losses. And I'm going to trust the hype. I'm not going to lie, I didn't pick Padgy Mix against Batista because I didn't trust the hype, but I trust the hype enough to beat Jacob Wicklax. I'm sorry, bro. I trust the hype enough to beat him. So I think he's going to win. A lot of people like talk about his grappling. So I'm going to say he's going to win by submission. Next fight. Macy Chiasson versus Yana Santos. Bro, I could really go in depth with this fight. Really in depth. I know all of their fight past, all of their histories. Like, I know all of it. I'm just cut it short just because, like, I don't want the video to be too long. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be too long. Who said W excuse in the chat? Dude, are you, like, stupid, bro? Bro, I love WMMA. I love it. Chiasson versus Yana Santos. I'm going to have a separate screen just for that fight. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna save the popcorn just for that fight, and I got Chiasson. I think she's gonna win by decision. Hey, bro, decision. All right, let's move on to the prelims. Daniel Santos versus Jo Sang Yu. You have to say it like that, Jo Sang Yu. All right. Two very underrated fighters. Jo Sang Yu coming off a really big knockout. That knockout was sick. That knockout was actually sick, bro. He was like drifting away. Like, let me just do it real quick. That's what he pretty much did. He was going away. He's like, Daniel Santos, another. I forgot who he fought last, but I know he came in on short notice up a weight class, which he's staying at the weight class, and he won. So very underrated Daniel Santos. See, I could go with the person who has shown us more on one side, and then I could go with the prospect who had a sick knockout in his last fight. I'm gonna go Daniel Santos. I'm sorry, I'm not believing the hype, bro. He got a sick knockout, but the guy he was facing wasn't too good. And even before the knockout, he takes too many risks, in my opinion. Like, you can take risk as a fighter. Obviously, look at Jiri. He's on the same card, bro. He takes hella risk. Jiri is literally, bro, he doesn't even protect himself. But Jo Sang Yu, I don't know. I think his hands are down, but I'm not seeing the head movement that Jiri has. So I'm gonna say Daniel Santos by submission. I'm not glad. I'm just saying submission because he's from Brazil and I think he trains with Oliveira. So like that must like rub off on him, right? I don't even know if he's had a submission in his career, bro. All right, next fight. Chris Gutierrez versus Farid Basharat. Bro, where has Farid Basharat been, bro? This guy hasn't fought in forever. I mean, it's not like I've like missed him too much, but like I don't know. He was kind of funny. I think I find him funny. Um, bro, Chris Gutierrez is probably one of my least favorite fighters, but I don't want to not pick him just because of that. His style is just so underwhelming. Like he has the size for the division, he has the skills for the division. He's hung in there with Song Yadong, even though, I mean, he lost pretty convincingly in that fight. He still hung in there, you know what I mean? But just, bro, he just fights like so underwhelming. He fights down to his opponent's level, in my opinion. And that's the thing about Chris Gutierrez. He has pretty good takedown defense, but I do see him a lot just like accepting the being on his back, which I don't like, especially in the lower weight classes. I think a guy like Fareed is going to impose his will. He's going to go there. He's going to take him down after and then down and down and down. And I think he's going to win a decision. I'm going to say a split decision. Maybe, like a 29-28 split decision. Maybe some people call robbery. Yeah, I'm going to go Fareed. I'm going to go Fareed on that. It would be so much easier if there were like odds. But there's like no odds for any. Brother, where are the odds, bro? You guys are like a $10 billion company, bro. Multi-billionaire company, bro. Come on, bro. Next fight, Edmund Shabazian versus Andre Muniz. Fight of the night, am I right? But nah, this one's a little tricky just because like they're both kind of similar in a way, especially their builds. But you have a guy like Edmund who's more dangerous, but his cardio is worse. And then you got a guy like Andre who's less dangerous. His cardio is a little better. I would say he's a little more well-rounded in a way, like especially with grappling and striking. While Edmund, he's more of like a striker. But I'm gonna say Edmund. His last fight, he looked pretty impressive. He went all 3 rounds, which is, hey, bro, if you're going all 3 rounds, I mean, do you have bad cardio if you win a decision? Yes, you can still have bad cardio and win a decision. What am I talking about? But nah, I think Edmund, he's a different fighter now. He's a different fighter, bro. He has cardio now. I checked in with him. He has cardio, so I'm gonna pick him. I'm picking him by I'm picking him by knockout though. Second round TKO. That's what I'm gonna say. Next fight. Oh, Ozzy Diaz, he pulled out, but we do have a replacement. Where's he at? Boom. Atiba Gauthier versus Tristan Vines. Bro, I really want to see the odds on this fight, bro. I would die to see the odds. It has to be like a minus 5,000 odds. Like, there's no way this isn't a minus like 10,000 odds. I don't think anyone is betting on this dude Trayvon wins. Bro. Let me just go on his profile. Dude, come on, bro. He's not even going like this. He's going like, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too deep into it, but let's just look real quick. $0. He's made zero. Okay, so he's hungry. He's hungry. No, we like hunger. I'm hungry. He's hungry. I like that. Damn. Okay, I don't like this. I don't like this stat. All of his losses were knockouts in the first round. Okay, I think we all know what's gonna happen. I don't even need to look too deep into it. Yeah, Atiba's gonna go to work. See, but now are we calling under 1 minute or under or over 1 minute? No, let's not even predict this. Let's just say under or over 1 minute. I'm gonna say under. I don't know. The other guy might just run around. But nah. I'm gonna say under 1 minute. Under 1 minute. Under 1 minute. Atiba Gauthier is gonna win. Let's get into the main card. Am I being quick? Nah, we're 14 minutes down. I think I'm good. Main card. Abus Magomedov, my guy. I really like him. Not because of like his style, just like he's just funny to me, bro. Like he's just funny to me. I don't know what it is. Same with Joe Pyfer actually. battle of the comedians, I guess. Abus Magomed versus Joe Pyfer. I'm not gonna lie, out of this whole card, this this fight was like the hardest to pick for me. This fight and then this fight. These two fights were like the hardest to pick. But I think I'm going with Joe Pyfer, yeah. Just Abus, just his competition hasn't been too good. I don't know how he's ranked. Well, I know how he's ranked, but like beating Michelle Pereira, yeah, like bro, beating Michelle Pereira like a year ago would be impressive. Like when Fluffy beat him, that was impressive. But after that fight, his whole aura, his whole mystique, all of that's gone. He's like a shell of himself. Like the what's it called? The Goon Squad? Like the Space Jam, the Goon Squad? They took all his powers, bro. I think it's called the Goon Bro, if I it has to be called Goon Squad. YouTube. Dude. Space Jam. Yeah, Goon Squad, Goon Squad. Yeah, the Goon Squad, they took his powers, bro. So like I don't really rate that win. But also Joe Pyfer, I don't really rate a lot of his wins either, if I'm being honest. Like Barrio, I guess that was an okay win. Fat Jack, I mean, not Jack Manson. He lost to Jack Manson. Fat Kelvin Gastelum. Look, beating Kelvin Gastelum it's a good feat, but like you should have finished Kelvin Gastelum. Even though Kelvin Gastelum doesn't get knocked out like that, brother, you was not throwing your hands. Like I don't like when fighters try to like they don't try. Like he wasn't. It didn't look like he was trying. But I'm gonna still say he's gonna win. I just think he's a little more skilled. I think he has better cardio. Actually, who has better cardio? Now, who has better cardio? I'm honestly curious. Nah, I'm gonna say Joe Pyfer though. I'm gonna say he wins by decision though. I'm not gonna say knockout. Just because Abus is he's tough. He's tough. He could submit him though. Abus could submit Joe, but I'm gonna say Joe by decision. Next fight, Josh. Dude, I should probably open their stats. Yeah, that's probably better, right? Yeah, yeah. Next fight, Josh Emmett versus Yousef Zalal. Like I said, another really hard fight to pick for me. Just because all of Josh Emmett's fights are hard to pick for me. Just because, like, I know he's not going to win because of his skills. Like, no disrespect. Like, I know, like, his skills aren't going to win it for him. It's the power, and it's more, like, on use of Zalal and if he can game plan for a guy like Josh. Is he going to fight like a guy like Lerone Murphy? Or is he going to fight like a guy like Bryce Mitchell? As we have seen, you know, I think the Lerone Murphy method is it's a little more I think it'd be better for him. But nah, I don't know. I don't know. He is 4 inches taller. But Josh Emmett, like he's old, but how old is he's like 40 at this point. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not picking a 40-year-old to win against a prospect in the rankings. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna say Yousef by decision, 30-27, grappling heavy decision. Maybe he gets a sub, probably not. You know, dude, I'm gonna say he wins by sub. Second round submission, guillotine. No. I don't. I'm not, bro. I'm not like that. I'm not bedtime. I'm not MMA guru. I'm not Lucas Tracy. I can't call the submission they're gonna do. Like I don't have that ability. I don't have that ability. I'm gonna say he's gonna win by submission. I don't know which submission, but he's gonna win by submission. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, Next one. Feature fight. My GOAT, Jiri Prochazka versus Khalil Roundtree Jr. I'm not gonna lie. I think I said it for the last 2 fights. This is another one where I'm like, I literally don't know who to pick. Okay, like it's weird. I've been like on and off with this fight. Like as soon as the fight got announced, I was more on Yuri, if I'm being honest. But as I've looked more into it, I've seen like, bro, they both fought Jamal last time. I think we can all agree that Khalil had the more like dominant performance, even though he didn't get the finish. It was a lot more dominant than Yuri. I think Yuri lost the second round. Um, while Khalil arguably 50-45'd him, which is kind of crazy if you think about it. But nah, the thing about it is the leg kicks. I really could see the leg kicks like being a problem for Yuri. Yuri does not do good against people that throw leg kicks. And guess what? His best performance lately was against Hill. And guess what? Hill wasn't throwing leg kicks. So like, even though he had great defense in that fight, he was bobbing and weaving and he was he was doing all that. It's like, yeah, you're doing that against Hill, but I think I could say that maybe it's because his legs weren't compromised. If his legs were compromised, I don't think he's doing all of this. I don't think he's jumping around everywhere. And once his legs are compromised, his head is he's a lot easier to hit. That's the thing though. This could be a fight like the Rakic fight, where like sure on paper Khalil just looks like he's gonna win, but like Yuri has that dog in him, bro. And I really could see Yuri just backing Khalil into the fence and then just knocking him out. Obviously with like an exchange, but like you know what I mean? Not with like one punch, but like he pressures Khalil, he gets Khalil a little tired. Maybe this is second, third round, and Yuri goes crazy and he unleashes a barrage. I really could see that. So either I have like two picks in mind, right? Either Yuri by third round finish or Khalil by decision. That's like the only thing I've got in mind. And I think I'm gonna lean it to bro, I went 5-7 last time. I do think Khalil is the safer pick in my opinion. I do think so. Just because of the leg kicks, bro. Khalil's leg kicks are nasty. Nah, I'm going for my boy Yuri. He is one of my favorite fighters, and that's the only reason I picked him. The only reason I picked him. Yuri, third round, knockout. He's gonna win by knockout, and then he's gonna fight the winner of Pereira and Ankalaev, in my opinion. Next fight. Co-main event, championship fight. Merab Dvalishvili versus Cory Sandhagen. I wonder who I'm gonna pick. Bro, I know they don't have the odds here, but I saw that Merab was a 4-1 favorite. He was a minus 400 favorite against Cory. Which I mean, bro, Merab's been killing it lately, but like 4-1, bro? 4-1. I mean, I don't know, like looking at the stats, right? His reach, he's 2 inches his reach is 2 inches shorter. His leg reach is 2 inches shorter. His height is 5 inches shorter. Nah, I'm going wrong. Bro, I try getting y'all like, oh, maybe Cory could. I'm going for Merab. I think he's gonna just manhandle him. Maybe Cory wins 2 rounds, maybe. I could see him winning a round just because of I don't know. I can see Merab entertaining the striking a little too much. And I can see Cory not clipping him, but like having a couple good exchanges that maybe override Merab's his control time. So maybe I could see Cory winning 1 round. Maybe I could see him winning 2 rounds. But I generally don't think I don't think bro, he's not winning 3 rounds, bro. Merab is so smart. His cornermen are so smart. He's hungry, as you can tell. He wants to fight another time this year after this one. Crazy. I think Merab, he's saying he's gonna knock out Cory. I don't think so. I think he might hit Cory with a couple good shots. I don't think he's going to knock him out. I think my official prediction, Merab by 49-46, unanimous decision. And then he fights Peter Yan at the end of the year. That's my prediction. Prediction. The thing is, I can see Cory having causing Merab some problems just based off not only the striking, but like the footwork. Cory has really good footwork where maybe he can hit and then dodge and then hit again, hit and get back. Like he can have that type of game plan. But I think Merab is too smart. Once he sees that a couple times, he's gonna let go of the striking. He's gonna go straight to the grappling, and I think he's gonna get 100 takedowns. Not in this fight, in his whole career. I think he's at 97. He needs 3 more to get 100. Yeah, he's doing it this fight, bro. He's doing it this fight. Oh, the odds. They're right here. Okay. No odds, I guess. All right. Billionaire company, by the way. All right. No, I love the UFC. No, I love the UFC. I absolutely love the UFC. There's nothing wrong with the UFC. Dana White, I love you. I'm gonna kiss your bald head, and that's it. Main event. The second fight, the rematch against Magomed Ankalaev versus Alex Pereira. Damn, I didn't know Ankalaev was only an inch shorter. I thought he was like at least like 2 inches. Interesting. Now these guys, right? They have some bad blood. I'm trying to think, like, is that gonna affect the fight outcome a little? Especially on Alex's side. People forget, man. Magomed is kind of a counter striker. Look at his knockout against Ion Kutalaba. He stepped back, boom. I think it was a left hook. Boom, put him out. I'm not saying Alex is gonna. All I'm saying is, right? All I'm saying, maybe Alex is a little too mad. He's a little too furious, and he overextends. He just does a little too much. It's like the opposite of last fight. Last fight, he wasn't throwing out all. This fight, who knows? It's really interesting because I think who wins it depends on Pereira. If Pereira really shows up and you really sticks to the game plan, because it's crazy. He defended all takedowns last fight. He defended all of Magomed's takedowns. It's not like he got taken down and then he got back up. He didn't get taken down once. But then again, it is easier to defend the takedowns if you're not really doing much on the feet. If Pereira wants to win this, he has to throw more than leg kicks. I don't care, bro. If he has a similar approach to his last fight, I think he's gonna get knocked out. Because I can see Magomed not only improving since his last fight, but also his game plan improving since the last fight. I think he's gonna feint the takedowns a little bit more and try and look for a finish. Try and look for the knockout. I could see that. But then again, this is Alex Pereira, and I don't really see Alex Pereira getting knocked out. Like, I don't really see it, if I'm being honest. Maybe age is catching up with him, but this is Alex Pereira. This is the GOAT of striking right now. Even though he got outstruck his last fight, obviously something was wrong with Pereira. Bro, obviously something's wrong with Pereira, bro. Bro, he would never get outstruck. He would never. Not playing. But he did get outstruck. He did. He did get outstruck. But I really think that was his worst day. But guess what? I'm picking Magomed though. I'm sorry. I gotta get my picks right, bro. I gotta get my picks right. But now I would pick Magomed anyway. I think he's younger. I think he's. I was about to say he's bigger. He's not bigger. They're probably on the same side. Probably Perez bigger actually. Now what was I about to say? Yeah. So I think Ankalaev, he's gonna have a smarter game plan this fight. I think he's gonna feint a lot more of the takedowns, and I think he's gonna really look for his hands. But that could also be like the death of him. Like if he does try to strike more, Alex Pereira could very well. But I remember their first fight, like during the build-up, it was like, oh my God, Ankalaev can't stay on the feet at all with him. I was just gonna knock him out the first exchange. That's literally what people were saying. I'm not even lying. That Alex was just gonna destroy him on the feet, and that didn't happen. That didn't happen. But also, people were saying that Ankalaev was gonna take him down or ragdoll him. That also didn't happen. So like, it's interesting. I'm still picking. I'm picking Ankalaev just because he's more well-rounded. Like, I think being able to control where the fight goes as a wrestler is so important in these like big fights, because like all of a sudden, okay, let's say he's getting outstruck by Pereira, boom, he takes him down, and maybe not even takes him down, maybe he just holds him against the fence. That is still like in favor of Ankalaev. That could get his like little what was I about to say, like his morale up. You know what I mean? I think that's a very powerful tool. And I think Alex, like, other than the striking, like, he doesn't have much. Like, he doesn't have the submissions. He doesn't have the grappling. He has a grappling defense, but other than striking, that's all he's got. So I'm gonna pick Ankalaev. I'm gonna say he wins it 49-46, similar to his last fight with Alex, but a little, not a little, more dominant. More dominant, I'm gonna say. Nah, I don't know. No. I rebuke. I rebuke. I rebuke. I'm still gonna go Ankalaev, but I'm gonna say it's closer than the last fight. Nah, I'm gonna say 49-46 Ankalaev, similar to the last fight. Alex lets his hands go more. He lands more, but Ankalaev, I think his grappling will have more of an effect because Alex is being less because he's willing to exchange more. So yeah, I could really just see Ankalaev just either stalling on the cage or stalling on top. Like, I don't see him doing much with the position, if I'm being honest. Which is interesting because if Mark Goddard is the referee, he could very well just hey, get up, mate, get up, mate. Was that a good impression? I know that was a good impression, but not. Get up, mate. Mate, no, get up, mate. All right. Yeah, I'm going Magomed. 49-46 decision. Alex Pereira moves up to heavyweight after this fight. Magomed fights Jiri. Yup, that's where I'm gonna go. I'm a genius. I already know he just won. And still, I already know. Already know. Yup, that's my video. My predictions. Tell me if you guys think it's accurate. Because I mean, I already know it's accurate. Like, let's be honest. I already know it's accurate. But nah, special occasion. This card is amazing. I would say it's like a 9 out of 10 right now. Let's see what happens on fight night. There's a lot of opportunities for like fight of the night. You got Jiri, Khalil. Who else? I'm not even sure. Yeah, but make sure you like. Yo, yo. Make sure you subscribe. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, bro. Bye bye. Bye bye.